Does your pressure washer do this? Mine does. Even after I removed the original single foot that it had here and replaced it with these two upgraded ones, it still walks around in circles like crazy. It drives me nuts. It also, you know, if you hold on to it long enough, it'll spin around so much that this hose will end up kinked like that, and it'll starve the pump with water. And it'll just spin around and then, you know, potentially damage the pump. You can tell because you lose the pressure at the end of the hose when it's doing this. The other thing that it'll do is it can potentially walk its way into the side of a car. So we got to get this thing fixed. Here's my new plan. I made these today. So these are just commercial grade door stoppers. They're made of it's like they're brass with like a chrome plating on them. They were pretty expensive. I want to say they were like $15 each or something like that. And then I just made this plate right here, and then I drilled 4 holes in it, tapped it, and I got 4 stainless steel screws from the Home Depot. And I'll show you guys. I just ran a tap through that little plate. It's just a piece of bar stock. So I just took this, you know, scribed out the holes, cut it, you know, drilled them, tapped them. Just basically just made this little plate right here. It doesn't come with this, so you have to make this if you're going to do this job. And the idea is, what I'm going to do is, we got to measure it all out, but what I'm going to do is sand back this blue powder coat or paint, whatever it is. We're going to weld this plate on probably right about there-ish, and then we'll give it a little extra room to come down and hit the ground. Yeah, just in case we're on any kind of uneven surface or whatever, and I'm using this. But yeah, I'm going to weld that plate on just about there. Do one on the other side. We're going to lose this, which I don't use anyway, and it's for the lance. I use different heads, so I don't use that bracket. So that's going to go. We're going to weld that plate on. We'll weld as much as we can around this round tube here. And then we'll have, you know, 2 feet on either side, which should stop this thing from wandering around. That's my plan. Stay tuned. We'll see if it works. All right, let's lose this bracket. Tool has a hammer side. All right, let's mark out where we want to put these. Probably, I want to get as much room for welding as I can. And there's not going to be a lot, so that's going to get me a fair amount. That's as much as I can get as far as welding goes. So there'll definitely be a gap at the bottom that's not welded, right? No big deal. What can you do with a round bar, square plate? I'm going to kick this out a touch and bring it down. So that way I have extra room in case I need it later. And you can always lower these, right? These are adjustable. You know, so if I get on a surface where this doesn't work, we can adjust these or remove them. Or, yeah, I don't want to remove them, but we can adjust them down. So I'm thinking, right about there. I'm thinking right here. And that's really all we need to mark. We just need to level that up when we do our welding. Make sure it doesn't sit crooked like that. Right? We want it sitting like that. And then, new problem, when we put these screws in, these screws are going to hit this. So we're going to have to shorten those screws a little. That's fine. Yeah, right about there is perfect. And then we can weld all the way around, down the back. Perfect. And we're going to have to shorten the top 2 screws. All right. Right there. Probably going to get in your way. You might see a little better on this one. It's going to be right here. Again, we're going to have to shorten these 2 screws. And we're going to have to shorten these screws. Well, basically, what I'll do is I'll screw them in and cut them off. Just the top 2 on each side. Let's do it. Probably could have put a sharper blade on there. Whatever. Done. Flush. All right, we got our brackets prepped. We need to prep the washer. Don't do anything silly like, blow yourself up when you're doing this. Make sure that, your tank is pretty sealed off, right? Don't do it with the freaking gas tank open or anything silly. You shouldn't have too much sparks, but just in case, There we go. Beautiful. Do the same on the other side. All right, step 3. Weld them on. Should be enough. Beautiful. I like that. Love it. I'm going to have to get the underneath of it. Probably going to see if we can just set it like that. There's only so much of this you're going to be able to weld because it's a round, it's a round, the radius on this versus the straight plate, I mean, it's on there, but we want to try and just screw it up a little. darken this up. Getting flashy now. That's pretty much, you know, that's all you're really going to get. All right. I do the other side. That's pretty solid right there. Now just fill that up, maybe a little crater there. So there you go, guys. Ooh, there it is. So this is finished product. I got to clean it and throw some paint on it. But you know, when you need to move it around, you set it like that, and then. Oh, you know, I don't even know if it's going to work, so hopefully this works. But, you know, once you get it ready or wherever you're going to leave it to do your work, you can just come over, kick these out with your feet, and theoretically, that should stop this thing from, you know, from wanting to move left and right. I'm going to clean these up, throw a little paint on them. I don't know if I have any blue paint, but it doesn't matter. I'll throw whatever I can find, I'll throw on there. And then we'll start it back up and see if it does the same thing. Yeah, who knows? This should, if not fix it, at least help a lot. All right, guys, here we go. And I'm going to do, just for the video, I guess, this would spin on itself the worst when it was at, you know, its highest revs, so like full throttle, right? The first test was full throttle. I'm going to do the same again. So, you know, same full throttle test. And I'll, you know, pulse the wand and everything, just like we did in the first one. And yeah, let's see what happens. Let's go. My battery's getting low. Let me make sure. Okay, we got a few minutes. All right, here we go. All right, ready? That is fantastic. It still like walks forward a little bit, but at least it's walking in a straight line. And I really didn't walk forward that much. That is fantastic. Life hack right there. A couple of door stoppers, a couple of screws, and a welder. You can fix your pressure washer. That is brilliant. So yeah, same settings, you know, before and after. Yeah, it seems to work great. And yeah, like I said, so when you go to store it, just, you know, flick those up and, you know, it's back to normal. But that is pretty cool. So yeah, there you go, guys. Life hack. I'm really happy with that. pretty cheap fix. About $25, I think, for them little stands. But those are the commercial grade ones, bronze with a coating on them. I just got the bronze because I don't want any of this shit rusting. And I got stainless steel screws. I threw some etch primer and some white paint over the welds. Other than that, yeah, that's it. Pretty easy job. Do not do this with a full fuel tank or, you know, fuel vapors or any of that stuff. I mean, run it dry. You know, I didn't run it dry, but there's this almost empty. But yeah, just be careful. Safety last. Yeah, that's it. Life hack. Love it.